Welcome everybody to TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida for this exciting AFC South matchup between two rivals that have known each other for the longest of times. It's the Houston Texans paying a visit to Jacksonville in Florida. This one should be fun. Our quarterback matchup for today is going to be Davis Mills and Trevor Lawrence. So exciting as always as we are getting set for kickoff. It is right around the corner. Hope everybody's having an excellent day so far. As we welcome everybody joining us in chat. Everybody thinks that Jags have got this. They're currently sitting in a playoff spot, so we will see what happens as I get everything set up on my side of things really quickly. We will get to kickoff right around the corner. The two teams at the bottom of the AFC South right now. Nonetheless, the AFC South currently has 3 playoff teams in the playoffs, which is pretty remarkable. As we're getting ready for kickoff, I know we got football tonight. I'm super excited. Trevor the hair of a Roman god, true. Jags Texans splitting the season, I can see that as well. It'll probably happen. I will set up a poll here in a moment. As we're set for kickoff, is Kerry Fairbairn going to kick this one back to the Jaguars? And we are underway from TIAA Bank Stadium as this one returns straight up the middle. Not a bad return to the 29-yard line. And that is where Trevor Lawrence will start possession number 1. The Jaguars are winners of 2 straight, including a big upset over the Chargers and an upset over the Eagles in overtime last week. Trevor Lawrence, extremely sharp in those 2 games. Especially last week, he had very minimal mistakes. As the poll is up, and we are set for some AFC South action. 100K, welcome in. Oh, 100% Cardinals, 100%. Jacksonville starting out on offense from their own 29. Lawrence dropping back in the pocket, surveying the field. Now going to throw right side. That pass is caught. I believe that is the tight end, Evan Ingram, for 5 yards. And the Jaguars coming out throwing the football. You made it just in time. You did indeed. Welcome. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. 2nd down and 5 after that Evan Ingram reception. Trevor Lawrence going to roll left side now, avoiding the pressure. Will he take off with his legs? Yes, he will. He's going to juke his way out of bounds. So essentially no gain there. Actually, he's going to go back half a yard. Let me ask you guys, have you guys done your fantasy drafts yet? That's probably a pretty big question because I know a lot of people have and some haven't. So, an early 3rd down here for the Jacksonville Jaguar offense. Lawrence in the gun will survey the field. Now going to throw on the run. That is caught. Evan Ingram, 1st down, Jaguars. Nothing's more important than the stream. I appreciate that, man. Do it after the preseason. I wish my friends were as smart as yours. September 3rd is yours, yeah. All my friends get in a rush to do it. Then they always send me awful trades. But I still can't believe I got Austin Eckler with the 8th pick. That is crazy. Should actually NFL commentary. That's the end goal. 1st down and 10 for Jacksonville now from their own 43. Lawrence will throw again here. Feeling the pressure going left side this time. That is caught. The $1 million man, Christian Kirk, all the way into Texan territory. (24-17) Texans with the win. All right, that'd be something because there are 3 winless teams in the NFL. The Texans are one of them. For fantasy, I just use ESPN Fantasy. Jacksonville moving the football pretty fast here on their first possession. Lawrence going back in the gun. ETN in the backfield will get his first carry today, going left side as he is brought down immediately after a gain of half a yard. This game's been heating up quite a bit lately. I know. See, this is all in the hype of the preseason, right? We get to see our first real game tonight. It's going to be super exciting. Use Yahoo. That one's good too. 2nd and 10 for Jacksonville after Etienne's carry goes nowhere. He's going across the middle. That pass caught. Again, it's Christian Kirk. And this time again, a 5.5 yards to the 31. Call it 3rd down and 4. Family's fantasy draft. Nice. Wish you could donate. Well, very soon, probably tomorrow or the next day, there will be a dono button, so you'll have that opportunity. 3rd down and 4 for Jacksonville from the Houston 31. Lawrence will look to throw once again. Now going to throw right side. That pass dropped. Marvin Jones Jr. had it, but he lost concentration. Yeah, Raiders, Jags tonight. I have the Jaguars winning this one. Everybody thinks the Raiders are going to go crazy, but Jake Luton. I think Jake Luton's going to dominate. So on to attempt the first field goal today. Ryan Santoso from 48 yards out at the left hash. The snap back, hold down, and the kick up. And it is no good. Wide right. Speaking of Jake Luton, there he is holding the football. Well, this place is just as quiet as always. Why does Madden always... I feel like they cause more missed field goals than they do makes. From like 40 plus. I mean, at least that one wasn't 10 yards short. At least it hit the net. So now Davis Mills will take over with excellent field position. And the Texans will start 5 wide on offense. Mills going to throw across the middle. That pass is caught. I believe that is Philip Dorsett. No, it's Nico Collins, the graduate out of Michigan. Wearing number 12, Dorsett wearing number 2. I got them mixed up a lot last week too. 2 a.m. football. Oh yeah. I forgot you're in a different time zone. That's going to be interesting. I would probably just sleep if it was that late, in my opinion. It's preseason. You're not missing much. 2nd down and 2 now. 3 backs in the backfield as Mills will not hand off. He will get sacked in the backfield going read option. That was a mistake. And Foyesade Oluokun in the backfield will bring him down for a loss of 4. Interesting. That looked like something out of the Ravens playbook. It is 3rd down and 6. The Jaguars fans are roaring, trying to get their defense to get a stop here. Davis Mills back to pass. Throwing right side. That pass incomplete. That might be worthy of a Madden moment. Brevin Jordan just didn't even turn around. They're so good at commentary. Well, this is actually, and I mean this with no joke, this is game 69. I'm pretty sure. So, a lot of practice, that's how. Cameron Johnston on to punt this one back to the Jaguars as he boots it off with the right foot. This is a booming punt inside the 10-yard line. This one will bounce, and it will die at the 5. A brilliant punt, and the Jaguars are pinned. First streams game 69. Hey, that's a good stream to start on. From their own 5-yard line now after an excellent punt. Lawrence under center will set him in motion and hand off up the middle. That's James Robinson breaking a couple tackles for a gain of 5.5 yards. A week will the NFL catch up with you? That's a great question, actually. Well, let's see. They do an entire week in 7 days. It takes me... By time bye week started, it'll take me 2 weeks, so probably like week 12. 2nd and 5 now for the Jaguars. 2 receivers left and right for Lawrence as he fires across the middle. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. That was a risky pass. Christian Kirksey got in the way of that one. That is true. That is very true. Safeties are less common than ties. I want to see a safety soon, though. 3rd down and 5 for the Jaguars. The Texans trying to get off the field and give their offense good field position as Lawrence goes across the middle, and he will not let that happen. First down to Evan Ingram. I think it's funny that both these teams have completely different head coaches now. So every time we have a sideline look, it's always going to be Urban Meyer and I don't know what, Romeo Crennel. No, that's not his name. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Under a minute left to play in the first quarter. Etienne will get a carry. Cutting back up the middle. He is wrapped up after a gain of 5 yards. Not a bad carry on number 2. Eating my sub sandwich right now. W. Who tied? That was the Broncos and the Raiders last week, which was interesting to say the least. Still a pretty good game though. It wasn't like a boring tie. Second down and 5 for Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense as Lawrence dropping back in the pocket once again. Got great protection, but he doesn't have all day and he goes down. It's Ross Blacklock. Well, yeah, what are the Broncos now? After their loss, I think they're 2-2-1. So they're going to be the only 500 team at the end of this week. Unless, I think the Raiders, if they win, they'll also be 500. Oh, yeah. No, Russ had the weirdest stat line I've ever seen. He was like, I don't know, 7 for 11. Like, to start the game, he's like 1 for 5, 59 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. It was such a weird stat line. Flipping sides of the field here on third down. Lawrence gonna fire right side. That pass is caught in stride. Evan Ingram, and another Jacksonville first down. Well, we've almost had that. We had a game end 3-0, and then what was the other one? 6-3 in week number 1. I'm sure nobody remembers what that game was. I do though. First down and 10 for Jacksonville. Lawrence back in the shotgun. We'll hand off to James Robinson as he will cut back to the right side and spin down after a gain of 2.5. Or 3.5 rather. Call it 4. 2nd and 6 upcoming. Didn't know I'm a big Packers fan. All right, well, I believe there's a couple other Packers fans in and out of these streams. Go Texans. All right. Jags won an ETN. They should have waited. Oh, 100%, yeah. Sporting this was 2016. Well, your team's actually pretty solid, so congrats. 2nd and 6 for the Jaguars, under 5 to play in the second quarter. Lawrence going left side. That pass is caught. Christian Kirk again to the Texan 35. That was Colts and Texans, yeah. You got it. Trying to think what game that was. But a Texans fan for life, hey, that is some loyalty right there. That is some loyalty. Jags going to lose 100%. See what happens. Jags are 2-2, coming out here on a win streak, too. First down and 10 for Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his second catch today, as Robinson will go up the middle. He is hammered hard. It is Ross Blacklock with the tackle, who had a sack earlier on this drive. Probably just got his collarbone injury against the Vikings. Yeah. It's rough. I remember a lot of things as a Browns fan, most of which not pleasant. But recently it's been all right. 2nd and 9 for Lawrence in the gun with James Robinson in the backfield. He will act as a blocker here. Now he's going to go out as a receiver, receiving a little screen pass that will go for a loss of half a yard. As it's going to be Blake Cashman with half that tackle, and Gruger Hill the other half. Pretty sure we got fans of like most teams in these streams at this point, which is awesome. 3rd and 10 for Jacksonville from the Texan 34. Lawrence will drop back in the pocket, feeling the pressure going across the middle, but it is incomplete. It's like these receivers forget how to catch on 3rd down. Jets fan, these sims are very entertaining. Struggled to sleep last night, so this has been fun to keep me occupied. Hey, there we go. Never forgets Packers Cardinals week 8. That was an excellent game. I do remember that too. So folks got the Texans. All right. Ryan Santoso coming back on. He missed from 40-ish earlier. This one from 51 is up, and it is no good again. Okay. Now, I would say this is a Madden moment, but as a Browns fan, I'm very used to a lot of these missed field goals. It's not like he's missing 30-yarders either. The last one was like 48. This one was 51. It happens. Now, granted, he's probably going to get cut after the game, but it is what it is. So once again, the Texans taking over with great field position from their own 41. Davis Mills under center will drop back in the pocket, firing left side. That pass is caught right at midfield. It is the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Nah, it definitely won't end 0-0. Granted, these teams are both terrible offenses, but I think we'll find a breakthrough. Second down at a yard for Houston. From midfield, Mills will give Mack a right side stretch, and it's going to be a loss of a yard on his first carry. He has not seen the football yet today. It's Travon Walker, the rookie, on the tackle. You guys think we're going to see any of him tonight? I hope so. I want to see a little bit of him. Do you have your own season going, or do you just randomly select teams to play? Yes, this is an entire season, actually. We've completed 4 whole weeks, and we're almost halfway through week number 5. Third down and 3 for Houston from their own 49-yard line. Mills in the gun, Mack in the backfield. We'll get the carry going straight up the gut. He will not find the line to gain. Devin Lloyd brings them down a yard short, and it is decision time for Houston. And they will have plenty of time to decide here at the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning from TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. It is a hot one down here. It is time for the Texans to decide whether or not they will go for this one or play conservatively. And they will play conservatively. Cameron Johnston on the punt this one away from midfield. The Jaguar defense able to force another 3 and out. And Johnston will boot this one back inside the 10-yard line. A beautiful punt all the way down to the 3s that trickles out of bounds. Special teams, the most exciting part of the play we've seen so far today. 2 beautiful punts, and that's about the best action we've had. So once again, Trevor Lawrence will come back with awful field position. Jacksonville will start this drive pinned at their own 3-yard line as Lawrence hands off to Robinson up the middle. He will only find a yard or 2. Call it 3 yards somehow all the way to the 6. Matter of fact, give him 4. Second down and 6 upcoming. I want to see a safety so bad. It could happen. With how these quarterbacks perform, it could definitely happen. Because they usually take like 10 and 12-yard sacks. Second and 6 for Lawrence. Etienne and Robinson both in the backfield on either side of Trevor Lawrence. As Lawrence will look to pass here. Going to fire right side. That pass is caught. First down, Laviska Shenault. We may not see scoring. I don't understand why the Jaguars aren't even hustling up to the line. They got 3 timeouts. I'm just realizing how fast this game's going. Yeah, they're not even going to hurry up to the line. Now first and 10 from the 25-yard line. Just 30 seconds left in half number 1. Lawrence will let the clock bleed a little bit. Now drop back to pass. Going to fire left side. That pass is caught. Travis Etienne. But there will be no gain, or maybe a gain of half a yard, but that is about it. And it looks like we're going into halftime with the score 0-0. The most boring game of the season thus far, I will admit. And let's be honest, 2 of the worst teams in football. You can't really expect much else. The final play of half number 1, Trevor Lawrence will hand off to James Robinson, who will try to fight off a tackle, but he is unsuccessful. And that takes us to halftime, and we are scoreless. 2 missed field goals so far in this game. The Tank Bowl, yes. I was just watching Urinating Tree earlier. Matter of fact, that's funny. Cowboys and Commies was worse? No, because at least that game had some good defense. There was 3 interceptions in that game. And at least their offenses were good at moving the football down the field. The Texans have had 2 3 and outs, and the Jaguars have had 2 missed field goals. Logan Cook, the punter, going to boot this one back to the Texans. They will receive their first kickoff today from the end of Jacksonville, returning it straight out. And only going to get to the 24-yard line is number 24. And that will bring out Davis Mills once again. Yeah, I'm super excited. I should get my dono button tomorrow or the next day. I just need a couple more watch hours. Or I just need it to update, rather. And we will have it. First down at 10 for Houston. Both these teams still looking for their first points in this afternoon matchup. And Mills goes down to the backfield. It's Josh Allen. Well, the thing with quarterbacks being 99 overall is that's very subject to change, because that's a position that you could be number 1 one week and the worst the next. So, yeah, it's kind of tough. But I agree, Rodgers is awesome. 2nd and 16 for Mills after the sack. He will go play action here, avoiding the pressure, somehow completing it. No, it was dropped. Philip Dorsett had it for a moment. I don't know how Davis Mills got rid of that football. That pocket collapsed faster than the Jaguars' offensive line and the Bengals' offensive line in the AFC divisional round. That's hard to do. 3rd down and 16 for the Texans. They've gone nowhere but backwards on this drive as Mills, feeling the pressure, somehow got good protection, going to fire right side, incomplete. He had a man in stride, and this is an awful performance from both teams. Can we just see a breakthrough on one side of the football? Well, I appreciate you guys somehow being entertained by this, but even me personally, I'm a little bit bored at this point. Cameron Johnston on the punt, this one back to the Jaguars for the 3rd time today, as he boots this one with the right foot. Another excellent punt to the 35, as this one will be returned somehow for 4 yards to the 39 by the dangerous one, Jamal Agnew. It is possible for them to tie. Well, no, not, okay, technically, the way I'm doing it, yes, because the Raiders-Broncos game, the game wanted them to keep playing. But I just ended the stream. I'm like, no, that's not how the NFL works. The game ends at a tie, it's a tie. So that's how that works. The Jaguars with their best starting field position of the day from their own 39-yard line. Robinson will get a carry going left side, running over defenders. That is a physical run from James Robinson. Only a gain of 3 on that play, but nonetheless, that is a brilliant run. Game of the year was probably Saints-Bucks, yeah. That was a great game. Or Chargers-Chiefs. We've had a couple of really, really good games. Under 5 to play in the 3rd quarter now. Lawrence alone in the backfield. 5 receivers out there for him. On 2nd and 7 as he fires right side quickly. That is caught. First down, Laviska Shenault into Texan territory. Packers-Bucks was an okay game. You know, obviously it's going to be biased because of the ending, but it was still pretty good. You'll see a deep pass probably. Jacksonville back into Texan territory for the 3rd time today as Lawrence dropping back in the pocket, going across the middle, delivering a strike to Christian Kirk. A gain of 14, and all of a sudden, this Jacksonville offense has found their rhythm. Could this be a drive? Wondering the same thing. We could actually potentially see, Jags could score here. Could see our first points today. Another first down for Jacksonville. They're finally moving the football with some diligence as a quick throw to the right side is caught, and another first down to Evan Ingram. Little RPO there from Trevor Lawrence. And maybe overshadowed by the score of this game. He has been on point today. 13 of 16 through the air. Not a bad day for him whatsoever. He's actually been one of the more underrated quarterbacks this season. He's had some good football games so far. Robinson lining up in the backfield. A stack box to the right for Jacksonville. From the Texan 22, Lawrence will drop back in the pocket. Gonna fire across the middle. That pass is caught. It's the backup tight end, Dan Arnold, down to the Texan 5. Reminds you of Super Bowl 53, yeah. That was such an awful game. Weren't the Rams like the #1 offense that season too? Crazy how Jared Goff led the #1 offense now that I'm thinking about it. The Houston defense has got to be tired. They've been moving backwards this whole drive as Lawrence back to pass. Once again, going to try to scramble, now throw right side. Just had to get rid of it. Just his 4th incompletion today. He's already got 162 yards through the air. That is a solid day. Jacksonville lining up in the I formation for the first time today as Robinson will not get a carry. Play action here for Lawrence. He's got all the time in the world. Now going to try to scramble left side. Will he take it himself? Tucking the football, reaching for the end zone. He's a yard short. Christian Kirksey got him at the half-inch line. And for right now, the Jaguars are not quite into the end zone. We've seen Trevor Lawrence tuck it and run a couple times this season. He almost had one there. The Jaguars with the ball on the half-yard line. Lawrence in the gun. Will hand off to Robinson, and he will not find the end zone. It is 4th and goal. What a stop from the Texan defense. Christian Kirksey was the reason they didn't have 6 there. And once again, decision time, this time for the Jaguars. Oh my goodness. So 4th down and goal, turning down points are the Jaguars. Lawrence going to go for it here. A handout to Robinson going right side and untouched into the end zone. The Jaguars have our first points today. I thought for sure they weren't going to score there. I'm like, we are seeing a 0-0 game unfold. Luckily, James Robinson gets the job done. Good blocking. Texans hat going here looking at it like a Sunday afternoon. The extra point here from Ryan Santos, so he will finally put one through the sticks. And the Jaguars lead 7-0. You know, at least we had our first, well, no, I guess I take that back. This is just our second offensive touchdown in the last 3 games. Believe it or not. It's pretty crazy to think about, actually. I'm going to go back to that Thursday night game, the Colts and the Broncos. That game was excellent. Good overtime finish. That was a fun game to call. Now the Texans' next goal, converting a first down. Will that happen? Texas just warming up. Understandable. Understandable. Logan Cook going to put this one back to Houston, as this one will be returned from the goal line once again, going straight up the middle and crossing the 25-yard line. We will see what happens here on this next possession. Saints Patriots Super Bowl would have been very interesting. True. Saints Chiefs also would have been fun. Drew Brees and Patrick Mahomes, I would have liked to see that. Now the Texans find themselves trailing by 7 as they have the football for the first time, or the second time rather, in half number 2. Has a fake there. Davis Mills feeling the pressure. He goes down again. Foyesade Oluokun. Wow. Davis Mills going backwards once again. The Texans have got to wrap their head around their protection of the quarterback as Mills dropping back in the pocket once again. Gonna fire across the middle. That pass incomplete. A complete shutdown of this Texan offense. They've already been shut out once this season by the Chicago Bears a couple weeks ago. It is 3rd and 17. Mills in the gun. 3 receivers to his right as he drops back in the pocket. Here comes the pressure. The Texans neutralize it for now, but Mills won't escape it. Josh Allen again. That sack was on Mills, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure that the Texans have actually had negative yardage this game. Wow. Cameron Johnston on to punt the football away for the 4th time today. This time pinned back in his own end zone. He boots this one with the right foot. Another excellent punt. Will be fair caught at the 47 by Agnew. The O-line did okay on 3rd down. That was on Mills. I will say that. That was probably on Mills. By the way, the Texans are actually a higher overall, believe it or not, in this in these roster updates. First down and 10 for the Jaguars. 13 seconds left in quarter number 3. As there will be a carry up the middle. A beautiful carry. Breaking tackles all the way to the 44-yard line. James Robinson nearly picking up a first down. The sole proprietor of that touchdown. As that brings us to the end of quarter number 3. The score just 7-0. A pretty big defensive battle so far this game. Especially that Jaguar defense. They're getting to it. Texans fans claiming they are going to start crying if he gets sacked again. I don't blame you. They have negative 8 yards this game. 2nd down and 1. The Jaguars have eclipsed 200 yards of total offense and will add to it here with a James Robinson carry for first down. Yeah, that's why I avoided drafting either one of those two. I didn't really know who was going to get carries. Then again, I also drafted Javonte Williams. Probably not the smartest thing because him and Melvin Gordon are also going to split carries. So, first down and 10 once again for Jacksonville. From the Texan 39 now, Lawrence will drop back in the pocket once again, firing across the middle, incomplete. See, something like that, that's just super unrealistic. That's a completion from any 12-year-old in that quarterback pocket, but whatever. Yeah, negative 8 yards, that is true. Somehow, some way, that actually happened. Second and 10 for Jacksonville now. Two receivers to either side stacked on top of one another as Lawrence is going to fire right side. That pass is caught. Breaking away from the tackle is Marvin Jones Jr. inside the 20. And all of a sudden, this Jacksonville offense has found their own rhythm. A beautifully broken tackle there. Derek Stingley Jr. had nowhere to go. So the Jaguars back in the Texan red zone where they were their last possession. Lawrence firing left side this time. That pass is caught and breaking tackles Evan Ingram. A gain of 5 yards to the 14. Yeah, your defense is not at its best because they're tired, because your offense is on the field for a maximum of 3 plays. I don't think they've converted a first down yet today. So, NFL's today. Welcome, NFL fan. Yeah. Under 4.5 to play now in this one. Lawrence changing things up to his left side. Will hand off to Robinson going right side. He's looking for blocking as he will break tackles and somehow find a first down. Texans need a pick. They could probably get one. They almost made a really good goal line stand that last drive. You can't forget. Maybe if the Jaguars weren't so stupid, it'd be a 3-0 game. Another first down and goal for Jacksonville. Under 4 to play now. Lawrence will hand off to Robinson up the middle as he sheds off one tackle and makes his way to the 2-yard line. A couple of big physical carries from James Robinson lately. Really pushing the Jaguars down the field. Any Madden moments? Oh, there's been one where the receiver just didn't turn around to find the pass, but that's about it. Second down and goal. The Jaguars in the I formation as Robinson getting a carry going up the middle. And he has his second touchdown today. Jacksonville leads by 13 late in this one. Though it's been a pretty awful game, I'll be honest. Can the Texans, just like a little charity touchdown, let's give them 7 points. The extra point from Ryan Santoso. Possibly the most inaccurate kicker this season. The kick is up, and it is good. He's good with extra points, but then again, everybody's 100% with extra points. Pretty sure Kareem Hunt could be a kicker, and he'd still put it through the uprights because Madden doesn't know how to program kickers. That's all right. Yeah, not the best game so far. Not at all. But at least we have 14 points. It's better than some games. But, even when the game sucks, we still somehow have 20 people in here. Because this community is just the greatest. I don't understand how you guys find this entertaining, but I love that you guys find it entertaining. That is awesome. Reading your Goosebumps books, those are fire. Love that series. Logan Cook going to put this one back off to Houston. Smith will return this one from the 5-yard line. Up the middle he goes as he breaks tackles. A great return, actually, to the 32. And the Texans will start from there. Believe it or not, the Texans have actually had excellent field position the entire day. Their average starting spot, I want to say, is probably around the 32 to the 33-yard line. And the Jaguars' average spot has probably been around the 20. Yet the score 14-0 in favor of Jacksonville. Houston still looking for that first down of this game. Late in the fourth quarter, Mills will fire across the middle. That pass is caught, and finally a first down to Brandon Cooks. Hallelujah, we have a first down. Marlon Mack is underrated, yeah. I don't remember if I drafted him. I think he's on my bench in fantasy because he fell pretty far, actually. Now Mills going no huddle. Under 3 to play in the fourth quarter. The Texans need a miracle here as Mills will drop back in the pocket. Going to fire right side to Brevin Jordan out of the backfield. He will haul that one in for a gain of about 6. were to see your commentary on an actual NFL game, that'd be fire. But I'm more of a, I don't know how to explain it. I get very nervous and anxious in NFL games, especially watching my team. I start pacing a lot, so. 2nd and 4 now from the Jacksonville 47. Mills dropping back in the pocket again, across the middle, delivering a strike to Brevin Jordan. Another Texan first down. Oh my goodness. We may see some points for Houston here, because they actually have a reasonable kicker. As we've reached the 2-minute warning, Jacksonville has pretty much put this game to bed, although the Texans, if they could strike quickly here, they could take all 3 timeouts and somehow, someway have a chance. Who's your team? The Browns. There is never a safe day as a Browns fan. Not one. Say the only day I actually was safe was against the Bears last year. First down at 10 for Houston from the Jacksonville 40. Mills gonna fire right side of Brevin Jordan again. His favorite target this drive has a gain of 9. Wow. Yeah, they really should think about passing it deep, but probably won't happen. They're going to score this drive, or we'll see a turnover. One of the 2 things will happen. No huddle again for Houston. Approaching a minute and a half left in this one. Mills back to pass again, going across the middle. Almost intercepted. We nearly saw it happen there. Foyesade Oluokun had his hands on it, but he dropped it. That's a terrible game. Oh, yeah. Terrible for the Bears. They had no offense whatsoever. The Browns recorded 9 sacks, and Myles Garrett had 4.5 of them. That was fun to watch. 3rd down at 2 for Houston from the Jacksonville 31. They still have all 3 timeouts as Mills will scan the field, fire right side. That pass is caught. An excellent catch from Philip Dorsett. Yeah, being a Browns fan is not fun, but it's something I got to go through. It'll pay off eventually. I keep telling myself that. Houston conserving all those timeouts still. Just over a minute to play. Mills will look to pass once again. Gonna fire left side. That pass is caught. Marlon Mack again at 4 yards across the middle. And we have under a minute left to play in this one. We could actually see the Texans score. Oh yeah, you'll come to find that Madden doesn't like to use timeouts ever. Now under 45 seconds to play. Mills will take the snap. Got good protection, firing right side. That pass is caught. Brevin Jordan, and he will fight his way down to the 1. You would think that they would burn a timeout here, but oh, they will. All right. Well, it may make you angry, but luckily they don't have to throw deep anymore. Brevin Jordan's having a good drive. Got to give him some credit. These are some positives to build off of for the next week for you Texans fans. He may be 0-5, but it's kind of looking up from here. First and goal for Houston. They burnt their first timeout after Jordan got down to the 1. Mills back to pass. Gonna fire end zone. That is caught. It is a touchdown to Brandon Cooks. And the Texans finally on the board. Now hold everything here. We haven't seen a successful onside kick yet this season. But hypothetically, if it were to happen, the Texans still have 2 timeouts. You know what's funny is I stutter all the time. When I'm just talking to like my chat and I'm just talking in general, I stutter way too much. But when I'm commentating, I hardly ever stutter. I don't understand how that works. My brain is just wired in crazy ways. Yeah, imagine an onside kick here. That'd be crazy. The Browns almost choked the game last year. We were up 24-3 against the Ravens. Gave up an onside kick and nearly lost the game. That was one of the scariest games as a Browns fan. It was an awful experience. We also lost a game to the Patriots years ago because of an onside kick. We almost beat Tom Brady for the 2nd time in his career. But, yeah. Jeremy Fairbairn now on for the onside kick to keep Houston's hopes alive. It is recovered by Jacksonville, and this game is over. Yeah, there have been some games where I just stuttered a ton, so. Does Madden let onside kicks happen? I think they do. I don't think it's like an extra point. I'm pretty sure there's a possibility because I remember a couple games ago, some team tried it. One of the teams muffed it at first, but then it got picked up. So the Jaguars in victory formation. They got the job done offensively, but more important, on defense, only giving up a touchdown on that last drive. As for some reason, Houston get a bird timeouts. They don't really understand the concept that this game is over regardless of how soon they use those timeouts. That is how Madden works, though. I don't really know how to get around that. 2nd and 11 now. Trevor Lawrence will come up to take his second knee of the day. For some reason, flipping the play. He wants to take a left knee. And for some reason, the Texans will take another timeout. This is frustrating to watch. They're really trying, yeah. They're trying to confuse the what is going on with Trevor Lawrence's hair here. Interesting. Madden's not very great with texturing, apparently. Nonetheless, the 41st play will end this game. The final kneel down from Trevor Lawrence. And that will do it as the clock will tick away on his 5th rush, technically. 1 net yard of positive gaining. And for the love of God, don't run another play. You've seen this happen before. Logan Cook in punt formation. The Jaguars don't have to pull a snap off here, but they will for whatever reason. And Logan Cook will boot this one with a flag down on the play. It'll be returned. No, fair caught at the 7. We will check on the penalty. And it's a legal block in the back. And with the declining of that penalty, that should be the ball game. And it will be. The Jaguars win 14-7. They are winners of 3 straight as they improve to 3-2, and the Texans fall to 0-5. Yeah, they also did that in the Titans-Colts game. Nonetheless, that will do it from TIAA Bank Stadium. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Let me see what tomorrow's game is real quick. And for all you guys that are new to joining us, if you guys want to find out what your team's record looks like, what the schedule looks like in the future, I will drop a link to my Discord right now in the chat. So for everybody that is new here, we got an excellent community, almost 100 members already in here. So I will drop that link, and we will see what happens. But tomorrow's game is going to be between the Bears and the Vikings. So a little NFC North matchup going on in Minnesota. That one should be fun. So, yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern.